In this video, we are going to understand loan closure related issues. So we are following automated accounting. At the same time, we have given access to modify certain things in the system. So if there is a conflict of manual changes with automated accounting, loan will not be closed. Now we have given you some hints and information so that you can understand why loan is not being closed. Okay, so I'm searching loan number 640. In this loan, let's try to understand that all the installments are green, and transactions, we can see that here it is showing 50, but sometimes when staff is trying to close the loan is not being closed and there is no clue why it has happened. So let's try to close this loan and click yes. System will give you some information or some sort of hint so that you can analyze yourself and understand where it went wrong. Loan closure issue will happen only when you are doing some manual corrections or manual changes. For that, you can understand from audit log also what changes are being done. All right. But in addition to that, this information, let's understand how to interpret this information. Amount received is less than receivable amount. Now, where can you see the receivable amount? In transaction, and here you can see that this is your total receivable amount. Okay, here it is showing 12,450, whereas received amount is 12,400. There is a difference of 450. Now, why this difference? Where this difference? From where this difference has come from? So let's understand. Second, the difference is receivable plus charges plus advance installment minus received. The difference is 50. System is detecting that. Okay, now next thing is also mentioned that compare installment with summary tab. Now how to compare? Now installment, you have to say the principal 10,000, received 10,000, go to summary tab. The principal, that means the uh, customer name, the debit, when we transfer or when we disburse the amount, debit amount is this. When we receive the full principal, then this is the credit amount. Now second part to check, so there is no difference of principal. Now let's understand interest, 2450. Now here in summary tab, the interest income, it is showing 2400. It means that actually when we receive the amount, because summary tab is the reflection of transaction and installment tracker is just the schedule of the loan, and what we try to do is we try to compare the installment summary with the summary tab. So 2400, whereas in installment tracker we have 2450. Now why this 2450? This interest, let's understand the interest. This means interest might have modified somewhere. For that you need to understand audit log, and audit log also says that that installment 640 changed and interest 250. That means this installment is modified. So that indicates that when we receive the amount, for example, transaction, first we received 500, then 533, which is 1033. Whereas this is showing 1083. That means after receiving the amount, we increase the interest. Now what we can do is simply change it back to 200, or whatever corrections you have done, you'll have to revert those changes. All right. And so there is no one solution to resolve this. Only important factor is you will have to analyze. It will help you to analyze where it went wrong, and then you can update accordingly. Let's try to close loan now. So difference, received 0, total installments 10, and okay, let's try to refresh this and then try to close this. So this loan is closed now. All right. Now why it was showing message earlier? Because we did not refresh that loan. All right. Now let's try to understand any other loan. Let's say 641. In this case, let's say we add fee. and if fee is added in the installment, but manually we